everyone, I hope you're ready to unwind with some South Park.
Hello, ma'am. I'm working to clean up the neighborhood from parasites.
Cartman is such a horrible person that his definition of parasites is not what would pop into the mind of a normal person who thinks of the word parasites.
Do you mind if I take a quick look around your house? I'm afraid you may have hippies. Hippies?
Would hippies do any harm to the property? I don't know. What's the problem with a hippie infestation?
Yeah, they've been popping up all over the neighborhood lately. This Nelson next door has 7 hippies in her basement. They usually live in colonies.
Cartman is really checking the walls and he's dressed like a little exterminator. I can't even.
I don't understand that. Can I take a look in your attic? Oh, yeah, boy. Here, take a look at this, ma'am. See that? Hippies.
I wonder how they got into the house without her noticing, but there are actually stories of people who have done this in real life.
Oh, my. These are what we call the giggling stoners. Pretty common form of hippie, usually found in the attics.
Oh my gosh, am I a giggling hippie?
Problem is, if you see one hippie, there's probably a whole lot more you're not seeing. Where's the backyard? Yeah, that's what I thought. See that? You've got a drum circle in your backyard.
Who's to say she didn't want the drum circle in her backyard, though? I mean, maybe it's peaceful.
Oh, well, they showed up a few days ago, but I didn't think they were hurting anything.
Yeah, you know, I had a guy in Jackson County. He had a little drum circle in his backyard. Turned into a drum circle 4 miles in diameter.
I really want to know what he's spraying them with, and if he's spraying them with a toxic chemical, isn't that, like, a problem? A really, really bad problem?
You get a few hippies playing drums, and next thing you know, you got yourself a colony.
Oh, dear. Oh, well, so what do I do?
Well, your attic hippies, we can probably fumigate with polymethane. Your drum circle, we're gonna have to gas.
No, Cartman, you can't just go around gassing people. I mean, actually, they are kind of invading and trespassing on property, so maybe they would be self-defense, but I think you should probably call the cops, though.
Whoa, how did I get here?
What was he doing in the wall?
I'm so high.
Goddamn hippie!
Whoa, dude, not cool. What's up?
I mean, if you trespass on someone's property and they hit you with a fire extinguisher instead of a gun, I don't know, I guess that's better?
Ma'am, I need to clear out your giggling stoners and your drum circle hippies right now, or soon they're gonna attract something much worse.
What's that?
The college know-it-all.
Man, those darn college know-it-alls.
Wow, my friend Brittany was right. This is a really laid-back place.
Yeah, this would be a great place to spend spring break.
Alright, but what's the worst a couple of hippies can do?
Hey, let's ask them. Alright. Excuse me. Hello, we're selling magazine subscriptions for our community youth program.
Did anyone actually do anything like this in school? Because I sort of did, but I was way too anxious, so I didn't actually sell anything. I couldn't go to anyone's door or approach anyone, so... But it was a thing that was at school.
Would you like to help young people like us by purchasing a subscription of your choice?
Oh, wow, you guys shouldn't be doing that. Don't you know what you're doing to the world?
What are they doing to the world by selling subscriptions?
Well, what do you mean?
You're playing into the corporate game. See, the corporations are trying to turn you into little Eichmanns so that they can make money.
I've heard this complaint before.
Who are the corporations?
The corporations run the entire world, and now they fooled you into working for them.
One thing I think is interesting is they were asked who are these corporations, and they said these corporations run the world, but they never actually answered the question.
Are you serious? We never heard that.
We just spent our first semester at college. Our professors opened our eyes. The government is using its corporate ties to make you sell magazines so they can get rich.
Well, I mean, clearly they would know. I mean, after all, they did spend a whole semester at college, so it's very clear they know everything.
Those dirty liars!
This is a really nice town you have here. That's why the corporations are trying to use you to take it down.
I'm genuinely curious, would taking down a small town mean transforming it into a city?
Well, what do we do?
Just hang with us for a bit. We'll fill you in on everything you haven't been told.
Well, maybe now we'll get more answers, because the boys are going to stick around them, so maybe they'll explain a little more. Well, Cartman has taken it upon himself to single-handedly round up all the hippies and lock them in his basement. Okay.
What are you doing, man? Let us out!
Get back or you're all gonna get maced.
Why does Cartman have mace? Did his mom buy him mace? Why? I mean, he's done so many bad things in the past. What warrants giving him mace?
What's up, man? You can't keep us down here like this. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong is that there's more of you showing up every day and I need to find out why. What makes you think you can tell us where to live?
This is a free country, man.
Bruh, I'm not gonna argue with you, right? Just go with it.
I guess Cartman thinks if he speaks their lingo, they'll listen to him, but why? I mean, he kidnapped them, locked them in the basement, and threatened to hurt them, so why would they listen to him?
Just go with it. We've been down here for days.
And you're gonna be here a little longer, bruh, right? Here's some joints and a guitar.
They've been down there for days. Is he feeding them, or is he only supplying them with joints and music? Because this is inhumane, I have to agree.
What's going on in this world of mine? There's a whole lot of killing in this world of mine. Somebody's gotta help this world of mine.
Maybe I'm biased because I might be a giggling stoner, but I think it's endearing. I mean, he kidnapped them, locked them in a basement, and only is supplying them with joints and music, and they're not crying, they're not hysterical, they're just gathered around a circle, and they're smoking, and they're playing music. If anything, I think that's kind of inspiring. Stan must have been really motivated by what they said, because now he looks like a little mini hippie.
Stan, sweetie, we're gonna go to the mall. Do you want to come?
Mom, the mall's a way for the corporate fat cats to imprison you into a life of servitude. I've got some stuff you should read.
Okay, sweetie.
Wow, that sounds really dramatic, but I love her response. Just, okay.
All right, people, we can move on to issue number 14B.
Mayor, we have got to do something about all these potholes on our road.
Honestly, I feel like some cities spend no money on fixing the roads.
You don't have it in the budget to fix them right now.
We'll wish we spent the money when we have a lawsuit on our hands.
You can't go in there.
Please, I have to talk to you all right now.
You would just never get away with this in real life. I really doubt you would anyways. I feel like you'd be in cuffs so fast.
Kid, we're having a city council meeting.
Mayor, something very big is happening, and if you all don't give me a moment of your time, there may be no more South Park to council over.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of all life as we know it.
Cartman is so dramatic about this. He makes it sound like the hippies are going to just completely destroy everything.
The past several days, I've been noticing a steep rise in the number of hippies coming to town. At first, I thought maybe it was just a coincidence. Then I noticed this.
Cartman really seems passionate about this.
3 new drum circles have sprouted up here, here, and here. They're all growing in diameter at a rate of 2 hippies per hour.
It's crazy to think how much time and energy Cartman must have spent on this.
What this means is that the hippies are conglomerating. They're binding, if you will. I think that they're setting up for a hippie music festival.
I've really never been to a music festival or any kind of concert, so I can't imagine what it would be like or if this is a bad thing or not.
Oh, what? It's simple science. Look, when hippies start to nest in a new area, it draws other hippies in. With the right weather conditions, topography, it can lead to a music festival. One that lasts for days, even weeks. Reggae on the river, Woodstock, Burning Man, they would all pale in comparison to what we're looking at now.
For Cartman, it's really hard to tell if he's doing something for selfish reasons or not. I can't tell if he's really caring about the people in South Park or if he just hates hippies so much and he doesn't want to be around them.
In my professional opinion, I think we're looking at a full-blown hippie jam fest the size of which we've never seen.
Kid, what the hell are you talking about?
I mean, no one else looks as scared as Cartman does right now, so it's hard to tell.
I know hippies. I've hated them all my life. I've kept this town free of hippies on my own since I was 5 and a half. But I can't contain them on my own anymore. We have to do something fast.
I want to know how Cartman was taking care of the hippies. Like, what does he mean by that? Because right now he's locking them in the basement and supplying them with joints and music, but what did he do in the past?
Eric, we're talking about potholes right now, right?
It's not potholes you need to worry about. It's potheads. I know what these people are killing.
Johnson, get him out of here.
This is just hilarious because I imagine this is kind of how it would go in real life.
You have to listen to me. You can't sweep this problem under the rug. The town is in serious danger.
See, corporate corporations take their profits and invest it in the war machine while keeping everyone blind.
Right, so how we get back at them? Yeah, we're pissed off.
I love how Cartman is fighting the hippies while Stan and Kyle have basically joined them.
Well, so my idea was this. Let's have like a week-long music festival. Draw everyone here, and then together we can tear it all down.
Okay, so Cartman was right about them wanting to start a music festival, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to lead to a disaster, does it?
Whoa! What the hell?
I knew you were trying to have a hippie jam festival. All right, everyone pack up your crap. We're going to my basement. Carmen, what the hell are you doing?
He basically just told them that they're all going to be locked in his basement for wanting to have a music festival. Yeah, Kyle is kind of right. What are you doing, Cartman?
Not you guys. What happened? Were you big? Did you eat their brownies? Did you eat their brownies? No!
The way that Cartman treats them, I always figured that he hated them, but I guess they are his closest friends, so it makes sense that he would be worried. But I just love how he's like, "Did you eat the brownies? Did you eat the brownies?"
Listen, you're my friends, but if you've been compromised, I'll have no problem taking you out. I'd expect the same.
What is your problem? Get lost, little Eichmann!
Oh!
I really don't think Cartman sees them as human. Like, he's acting like they're disease-ridden or zombies or something. It's absolutely crazy, but it's also so funny.
Ugh! Ah!
Oh my god!
What the hell are you doing?
Everybody get a single file line!
There you are!
Ah, Officer Marbury. Just in time. These college know-it-all hippies were setting up for a music festival, just as I'd predicted.
So the police are supposed to arrest them for having a music festival? This is absolutely crazy. You just pepper sprayed them in the face for what? For speaking? That's just, oh my gosh, Cartman. Yeah, you're just ridiculous.
Eric Cartman, you're under arrest.
What?
I was just over your house and freed 63 people you had locked in your basement.
You let them out? Jesus, we have to find them!
Oh no, you're coming downtown!
Okay, yeah, this makes sense. This actually makes sense because, you know, you kidnapped people, you locked them in their basement, you're assaulting people. It makes sense you would be arrested now, Cartman. I mean, come on.
No! No, we have to stop them! No, we gotta stop them! Hippie!
Who was that?
What did I do?
You can't kidnap people and lock them in your basement.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. How could you argue with that? It's perfect logic.
They're not people, they're hippies! There, I've confirmed the data. The hippies are going to have a massive jam band concert!
Okay, and that gives you the right to kidnap and assault them because...
I know. I signed the permit.
What?
I mean, maybe it'll be good because when they stop by in town for the music festival, maybe they'll need to eat and stuff, so maybe it'll be good for the town. Maybe that's why she's doing it. I don't see the problem, but he looks so horrified.
I signed a permit allowing them to have their concert here. Their little festival should pump some money into our economy.
They're hippies, they don't have any money!
I mean, Cartman's logic here is just, okay, I can't really argue with it too much. Maybe it depends on the hippie.
Does the city council know about this?
They don't have to know. I can sign whatever permit I want.
You just sold out our town! Ah!
That kid really needs some psychiatric help.
Yeah, Cartman needs counseling or therapy or drugs or something because he's crazy. He's something else.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
How much money is enough, Mayor? How many people's lives is it all worth? Goddamn hippie!
Maybe this will be one of those horrible episodes where Cartman is actually right, but even if he's right, the way he's going about it is just horrible. You still cannot kidnap people and lock them in your basement and assault people. Like, come on, Cartman.
This is a South Park News special report. Thousands of people have descended on South Park for a hippie music jam festival. The event is said to be the largest such gathering in the history of man.
I wonder in real life if music festivals are a net good or a net bad, because I honestly can't tell, but I'm sure this episode is really dramatic about it.
All right, welcome to Hippie Jam Fest 2005! So great to see so many people turn out to make an impact on the world!
Okay, I could see a music festival maybe being a place where you have a good time, maybe support some really small artists that don't have a large following, but I couldn't really see a music festival being something that would make a change. Like, what are you going to do?
Too long, the corporations have fled the world of its love and resources. It is time for us to get to work and make the world a
Okay, so the massive corporations are going to hear your music and see all of you doing drugs together, listening to the music, and they're going to suddenly be like, oh, okay, I've changed my mind and now I see it your way. What?
Oh man, I can't wait to see the look on those little icons' faces when they hear this crunchy groove.
This can actually be what a real life music festival is like, right?
Sharon, have you seen Stan?
He went with his friends to that music festival.
Oh, Jesus. What has gotten into that kid?
Now, Randy, we were the same way once, too. Don't forget that we were both considered hippies back in the 60s.
Sharon usually has a really level head about things, and I love her approach.
Yeah, but when we did it, we actually stood for something. I mean, remember Woodstock, Sharon? We actually did something there.
Okay, he's quick with that comeback. They really did something, huh?
Too much acid, man!
Oh yes, I see what you mean. You really did something indeed.
Oh my god. Our son is with those people.
Stan! Stan!
Steven, what do we do?
They're arriving in droves, and apparently no end is in sight. Tom, the crowd just keeps getting bigger, and the town is literally bursting at the seams. We don't know where this music festival came from, but it's very close to consuming us all.
Okay, so the music festival obviously grew too big, and now it's just consuming everything. They're parking everywhere, so yeah, okay, bit of a problem. Maybe Cartman was right. That's always the worst thing to say, but he was still wrong about everything that he did. Just, he might have been right that the music festival was a bad idea, but everything he did was still wrong.
I need to get through, please! Randy, you gotta get out of here! They just trampled this park to death. It's too dangerous! My son is in there! Dad!
Hey, chill, man. It's all good.
Have some water laced with acid.
Well, I've never done acid, but I do know you should never just give someone drugs, especially without them knowing. Would you just give someone water laced with acid? That sounds like a horrible idea.
What have I done?
Okay, well, it got real serious real fast.
Hi, Eric. How's it going?
Great. I love crapping in a toilet with no rim on it.
I mean, yeah, why would you say, how are you doing when he's in a cell? That just seems obvious, but it's like when people ask you at work, do you want to do this for me? Like, no, but I guess I will if you ask me to since it's my job. Why would you ask, do I want to?
Eric, you were right. About the hippies. Could you get rid of them for us now?
Let me guess. They've started a hippie jam band music festival.
We need you to take care of them, Eric. They're out of control.
Forget it.
We should have listened to you earlier.
Yeah, we apologize.
It's too late. Even if I did agree to help, there's too many of them now.
We know you can do it, Eric. You're smart. Well, you're the smartest kid in school.
Does he really believe that, though?
The whole town even got together and baked you a cake.
Don't think that you can buy me with presents. Unless, of course, it's the new Tonka radio-controlled clay bulldozer.
It's yours.
I want the batteries for it, too. And I get to drive it around in the school parking lot.
Fine.
Anything else? Yes. Kyle doesn't get to have one, ever. And he has to watch me drive mine around the school parking lot and get super jealous.
Cartman could ask for anything, and he chose that.
Well, we can promise not to buy one for Kyle, but we can't make him watch him play them. Oh, yes, fine. We'll force Kyle to watch you.
All right, fine. But now listen up and listen good. I've never tried to get rid of this many hippies before. So I'm going to need every resource this town has. And even if I don't succeed, and it's 1,000,000 to 1 shot that I will, I still get to talk to radio control bulldozer and get to play with it in the school parking lot where Kyle has to watch me and be super jealous that he didn't have one. Are we clear?
Of course, so Cartman doesn't even have to succeed and he still gets everything he wants just for trying, of course.
So it seems like we have enough people now. When do we start taking down the corporations?
Yeah, man, the corporations. Right now, they're raping the world for money.
Yeah, so where are they? Let's go get them.
Right now, we're proving we don't need corporations. We don't need money.
This is my problem with people like this in real life who fight for change but don't actually know what they're fighting for, you know?
This can become a commune where everyone just helps each other. Yeah, we'll have one guy who makes bread, and one guy who looks out for other people's safety.
Okay, so a baker and a cop, do they even know what they're talking about? They are so stoned right now. They're just talking out their ass, I swear.
You mean like a baker and a cop?
No, can't you imagine a place where people live together and provide services for each other in exchange for their services?
Yeah, it's called a town.
You kids just haven't been to college yet. But just you wait. This thing is about to get huge.
Yes, you see, because once you go to college and you're properly brainwashed, it'll all make sense to you.
The Hippie Jam Band Festival is now 14 miles in diameter. 500,000 hippies fit.
Oh my God.
In less than 3 days, all of South Park will be completely consumed. Our only hope is to fight our way to the very center of the crowd and reach the heart, you. If we can reach the stage, we can upload this Slayer CD into their music system. Hippies can't stand death metal.
I don't know, maybe some hippies like death metal, but I don't, so I don't know. I don't speak for all hippies, though, so...
I designed a vehicle that can bore its way through even the densest hippie crowd. The pilots inside will be safe from the pot smoke and the crappy music outside.
You're actually suggesting that somebody drives right into the heart of that mob? It's a suicide mission.
Not just somebody. I need a complete team to operate this vehicle. Along with me, I'm going to need a scientist, an engineer, and of course, a black person who can sacrifice himself in case something goes wrong.
Oh, right. Of course.
I'm the only scientist in town.
I'm your engineer.
Honey, no!
I have to do it, Stephen.
All right, then we just need a black person who can sacrifice himself in case something goes wrong. Anyone will do. Anyone who meets the qualifications.
Yeah, anyone who meets the qualifications, even though there's only one person in the room who meets the qualifications.
Oh, I know. How about...
Yeah, I get it. Fine.
Look, it's a long shot. But it's also the only shot.
Okay, Cartman just broke there for a minute. No one said bless you. Also, how did Randy get out of the crowd? Because last time I checked, he had consumed water laced with acid and just kind of passed out in the middle of the crowd.
Well, I guess this is it, Sharon.
Please, save our boy, Randy. Butters, if anything happens to Mommy, I want you to be a good boy.
So they're saying their goodbyes just in case something goes wrong, but who is Chef going to say goodbye to, and is Cartman going to say goodbye to his mom?
I will, Mom.
Now, don't cry, ladies. Everything's gonna be fine.
I don't want you to worry about me.
Oh, okay, right. So he's not saying goodbye to his mom or close friend, he's saying goodbye to his stuffed animal. Of course.
Hey, you're the best stuffed animal I ever had.
Look out for yourself!
Godspeed!
Primary engine running?
Check.
Navigation system?
Online.
Let's punch this baby. We're coming up on the outer perimeter of the hippies. Hang on.
What the actual fuck? Now locking them in his basement looks really nice in comparison to ramming them with a drill. I mean, I imagine how many of them just dropped dead on impact.
Reaching hippie crowd. Low status.
Vehicle cell holding!
They're in!
All right!
All right, so let's save it. They still have a long way to go.
She shot herself and she's not dead. That's actually surprising. What's more surprising is that she's not recovering in a hospital. I mean, considering how many times Kenny dies, it's remarkable that she's still alive.
All right, I can't take it anymore. I'm getting on that stage. You're doing what? Excuse me. Excuse me, can I have your attention, please? What are we doing?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, what are you doing? You're not taking down the corporations by sitting there and playing music and smoking weed. Come on.
It's been 9 days. Doesn't it seem like we should accomplish something?
We're using the power of rock and roll to change the world! Woo!
Really? Is that what you're doing? Really?
Maybe instead of complaining about corporations being selfish, we should look at ourselves. I mean, is there anything more selfish than doing nothing but
Now, I think he has a really good point, but do you think anyone's actually going to listen to him?
He's right. It's time for us all to focus our energy and get this hippie jam into full swing.
Come on! It's useless. The main power line has been shut down.
Somebody's gonna have to go outside and activate the backup boosters.
No, Chef, I'm not gonna let you go out there.
Did Cartman just hallucinate for a minute? Because I'm pretty sure I didn't hear Chef say anything.
I didn't volunteer.
All right, fine, Chef, go.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, Cartman did say that Chef was going to sacrifice himself if anything went wrong, but why did he have to be so ready to throw him under the bus?
Hey, what happened to the tunes, man?
Plug me into the main line.
Which chord is it?
You're the scientist, jackass.
I'm a geologist.
We don't have time to argue. They're gonna nuke us.
Seriously, this is what he needed the scientist for, to figure out which cord to plug in?
Put them in my laptop.
Oh, man, not cool.
Oh, I hate when Cartman's right about something. Anything, I just hate when Cartman's right, because he's just so horrible.
Music is so angry. It's killing my blood.
Let's bail on this whole angry scene.
Dad,
Dad!
I'm alive.
hold it right there, Kyle. Oh, Cartman, we aren't gonna be hippies anymore. You don't have to kill us. Kill you? Oh no, I have much bigger plans for you.
I feel like Cartman is never going to do anything to actually harm Kyle because his whole existence just revolves around trying to make Kyle miserable.